Start. So the sensors are, it is more connected with our day-to-day life. If we are going to a vegetable shop or any provision shop, we use like a weighing scale. So there the weighing scale is underneath, like it is using some sensor. What type of sensor it is using? There is a pressure sensor. Okay, according to the pressure it is detecting, okay, this much is the weight. So similarly, even like if you use any touch mobile or like watch, there like the touch is a sensor. Got it, right? And similarly, even if you take small hand sanitizer, there is a sensor. So everywhere, like it is some or the other way, with the directly or indirectly, we are using many places the sensor. Okay. First of all, what is sensor? What sensor is doing? Yeah, there is some like a physical presence that it is converting it as a like a electric signal. For example, there the pressure sensor, if you take, there is a pressure, that is a physical activity, correct? Na? So that physical activity is converting it as an electric signal. IR sensor, what it is doing? Whenever you show and it is detecting the object, there is an object present or not, correct, right? When it is present, it is detecting. When it is not present, it is just idle. Temperature sensor, what is the room temperature available? What is the temperature available around that sensor? It is detecting that the temperature is a physical parameter. Gas, so in this place, like what is that particular type of gas, the level, so that it is converting it as an electric signal. Got it, right? So whatever type of the sensor, any sensor if you take, that is converting some physical parameter into an electric signal. Got it, right? So here, based on the output type, there is a two major type of the sensor. One is an analog sensor and other one is a digital sensor. What is digital sensor is, digital means it is binary, either 0 or 1. Got it, right? So the output of the sensor is either 0 or 1, means it is a digital sensor. Got it, right? If output of that sensor is a varying voltage, see, the digital sensor also output is going to be some voltage. In analog sensor also output is going to be some voltage. But in digital sensor, the output is either 0 volt or 5 volt. It can be any one. So the output is coming 0 or output is coming 5 volt. It means output is 0 or 1. Got it? That is digital sensor. So the best example is like a IR sensor. IR sensor, what it will do? So you assume so here let's just assume that this is your IR sensor. So one LED, what it will do? It will emit the light. If there is any object here, that light will be reflected back. Got it, right? If no object, it will be just pass through it. So whenever it is reflecting back, this other LED, what it will do? It will direct that light and it will send the output voltage as a 5 volt. So this sensor, again it's a one small electronic component. So for this electronic component, any electronic component, first we need to give power supply. So one we are giving VCC and other we are giving ground. Got it, right? Very simple component. So this is one IR sensor. Assume this is the IR sensor. This IR sensor, what it is doing? It is just emitting the light. Yeah. This IR sensor, first you have to activate. For activating, what you will be doing? You will be giving VCC and the ground. Once you give VCC and ground, it is activated. Now it will be keep sending the light. Whenever there is object here, you are showing hand or you are showing keeping paper or anything, no? So that light will reflect back. When light is reflecting, it will detect. So once it is detected, what it will do? In this place, it will send output voltage as a 5 volt. Otherwise, it will always come as a like a 0 volt. Whenever it is detecting, it will send as a like a 5 volt. Got it, right? So this is example for digital sensor. Because the output of this sensor is either 0 or 1. Got it, right? It will come either 0 volt or 5 volt. So 0 volt means it is 0, 5 volt means it is 1. Anyhow, today we are not going to discuss about IR sensor. This is just an example for digital sensor. Now coming to analog sensor. Okay sir, what is analog sensor? Again, in analog sensor, the best example is, as I mentioned, the LM35. LM35 is a temperature sensor. So here you have, like, again, here also you have 3 knobs. Got it, right? Here also you need to give VCC, you need to give ground. Got it, right? And here also the output is coming here, but the output is according to the room temperature. Here output can be 0 volt or 0.25 volt, 0.32 volt, 0.75, 0.1, sorry, 0.9, 1.2, 1.5, 1.75, something like that. Okay, so the starting is 0, the ending is 5. I hope everybody getting the difference, right? So the previous case is output is either 0 or 5, only 2 choice. But here it is 0 to 5 volt. It can be in between any, or it can be 0 or it can be 5 volt. So it may be like a 0 volt, 0.15, 0.25, 0.3, 0.31, 32. It depends. Completely depends on the temperature what you have in the room temperature. Got it, right? Clear, everybody? Okay. So now the output is here not binary. Output is like it is an analog. It means like it can go any way. 0 to 5, it can be in the any range. Got it, right? So here temperature is increasing, it will increase. Temperature is decreasing, it will decrease. Again temperature is increasing, it will increase. It will be in the anything between 0 to 5 volt. So this is example for analog sensor. So today our experiment is on analog sensor. So what we are going to do is, we are going to implement a So we are going to implement, we are going to design our own thermometer. That's the experiment of today. So what thermometer is doing? So when they are checking the body temperature, it will show the temperature what is in a Fahrenheit. Okay. So there at end, the knob, there is a, like in the knob end what you have, there is a sensor. So that sensor, like, it will detect, and in the thermometer, if you open, inside that you will have small controller. That controller will, according to the temperature whatever it is coming, it will convert that and it will display in that LCD. Small LCD will be there. Got it, right? Yeah, I had one dummy. I think it was Nalanda. Pathya Nenda? Yeah. Okay, see, here is a sensor. The end one is sensor, and inside this, if you open, there is like a small one PCB board will be there, and in that one controller will be there. So it will, here there is a one small LCD screen. Okay, it's a very, very small LCD screen. So you should not think that, or you should not anything assume that like whatever you purchase, sorry, LCD mean only this much size it is coming. Okay, how come this will come this small? நீங்க வந்து என்ன சார் எனக்கு வந்து 1 lakh unit LCD வேணும் இந்த size, in the small, very this much size, if you ask, no, they will manufacture. This like thermometer people, I mean the company who is designing this thermometer, now what they will do, first they will ready one like a template or one like a kind of POC, okay, prototype. So once they are ready with, then they will ask the people, those who are manufacturing this microcontroller, they will ask, boss, I want only this functionality and I want a controller only this much, I want to price in only this much. Then they will check, okay, it is possible, they will design that way. And again, here I want 10 unit, they won't respond to you. If you ask like 1 lakh unit or like some good number of unit, then they will give you back. Okay, then they will customize according to your need and they will give you that product. Got it? Similarly, I need a LCD like this, which is like very small, not that much big. Again, the cost of this LCD I want in this price. So again, definitely if it is so many units, they will customize according to your need, they will give it to you. So that's how we are getting all product. But our day-to-day life, whatever sensor you are purchasing, sensor itself will be this much big. And whatever like LCD you are purchasing, LCD itself this much big. Keypad is this much big. How come you are making product? Yeah, it is just like a demo. Whatever like you are purchasing, these are all sample sensor, sample like a thing. But actually you want again more accurate sensor. Again for that you have to pay more extra money. Okay, they will make more accurate sensor. Correct, right? This thermometer, it is giving more accurate than whatever thermal sensor you are using, that it will be little less accurate, this will be more accurate. Okay, so these all like again the companies what they do, they will prepare one prototype. If everything is fine, then they will approach to the actual the manufacturing company of this LCD controller and all this the companies, and they will give order of bulk, they will get, and then they will assemble, they will release as a product. Got it, right? So even you have some idea, you are planning to design some product, the process should be same. First you have to come up with like your prototype, things are working properly, then you can approach some manufacturer, you have to do it. Got it, right? So today we are going to discuss about LM35, and using that we are going to design our own thermometer. Okay. So now coming to this IR sensor. Sensor are tiny component. Tiny means small. So small component which is used to convert any physical parameter to electric signal. Okay. See here, object is present or not, that is converted as an electric signal. Here temperature is converted as an electric signal. Pressure is converted as an electric signal. Gas level is converted as an electric signal. Got it, right? According to that particular physical parameter, it will be converted as an electric signal. Some case it will be only on or off. Some case it will be like a analog output. That is, I am saying, some case it will be like only 5 volt or 0 volt. I mean, it is present or not present. Here object is present or not present. In this case only digital output is enough. But in this case digital output may not be sufficient. Temperature, how much temperature is there? According to that you need the output. Not just like a temperature is there or not. Yeah, anyhow temperature will be there. Correct, no? Any place you take, like whether it is 0 degree, it is a temperature. It is 100 degree, it is a temperature. But how much it is present? So that we want, according to the temperature, we want the output voltage. Got it? Let's assume here you have 0 degrees Celsius. Let's assume, example I am saying, 0 degrees Celsius, then the output voltage may be 0 volt. If it is 100 degrees Celsius, then output voltage will be 5 volt. Because what is the maximum voltage? 5 volt. Okay. So if it is like 50 degrees Celsius, 2.5 volt. Just a basic analogy. Again, it is not going to be same. Now, chuma or example. If it is like a 1.25 volt, then it is going to be like a 1.25 voltage is coming, then the temperature may be 25 degrees Celsius. Just we'll assume this way. Okay. Fine. So like this, there are so many types of sensors there. There are several under types of sensors are there. Okay. Metal means in metal itself, like there are so many metal detecting sensors are there. For detecting one iron, one type of sensor. Detecting bronze, there is a separate type of sensor. Detecting gold, there is a separate type of sensor. So like that, in metal detecting itself, there are several types. Similarly, gas, there are several types of gases there. For that several types of sensors are there. So like that, if you take, there are hundreds of types of sensors available. Okay, but maybe we will be using according to the project whatever we need accordingly we can choose. Okay, depends on the type of output. The sensor is classified as a two type: analog sensor or digital sensor. Can I erase this? Now let's go to temperature sensor.